All right, you guys, let's do a little DIY today, okay? Let's customize a little bit more of your denim, all right? So you guys have seen in the past, I did a video distressing denim. So now I'm gonna kind of like take it up a notch here, okay? I'm gonna take my charcoal acid, well, not my charcoal acid, you guys. I love my charcoal acid. This is another pear, okay? So I'm gonna take this pear, I'm going to hack it up, okay? Just like my dark wash ankles that I love so much, okay? And we're gonna put some dye on them this time too, okay? I saw somebody in the US that just straight up dyed these pants. I'm gonna up the ante on it, you guys. I'm gonna distress and dye, okay? So this is probably gonna be, I'm kind of excited for this. This is gonna be kind of fun, okay? So I'm just gonna follow the directions right on the back of this bottle, okay? I'm gonna get the buckets, I'm gonna soak them, I'm gonna do that whole thing. They do on their website have a way that you can do it in a washing machine that I hear is a million times easier, but I have a very new washing machine that doesn't allow you to do anything that you want it to do, okay? It wants to save water, it wants to save soap, it wants to, you know, be so much smarter than you that you can't make it do what you need it to do, okay? So I'm gonna use the bucket way because I fear that that machine is gonna say, hey, your pants are super clean, you don't need all this dye, and just dump it down the drain and it's gone, okay? So first of all, they tell you to wash them, okay? These are brand new, out of the, like, just cut the tags off, that's it. I am going to, before I wash them the very first time, okay, I'm gonna cut them to be ankle length. And I'm just gonna start my cuts, okay, as I did distressing. I'm gonna put the first round of cuts in them, and then I'm gonna start washing, because then it'll kind of loosen those cuts up a little bit for me, and there'll be less picking later, okay? So if you wanna know how to make things look like this, make sure you go check out when I distressed a pair of black denim, okay? And otherwise, I'll wash these, and then I'll come back. Okay, changed my mind. I'll show you this part, okay? So all I did was I just cut the hem right off, okay? That's the only difference between the ankle and the non-ankles, okay? And then I'll just use this as my guide and just cut that right off, okay? And then I'm gonna open these. I think I'm far enough over. There we go. I'm gonna open these, and then I'm just gonna kind of say like, okay, well that's where that is. So I'm gonna like snip this one. Make sure you don't catch the back side, okay? But this one kind of goes right up the middle, and it goes about this high. So you just kind of like do this, and then this, and that is just gonna be the start of that distressing, okay? So you get like this like shark fin kind of thing going on here, okay? I'm going to do, there's one here. So I'm kind of just going to do the same thing right here. Again, make sure you're not cutting all the way through, okay? That's the beauty of this, you guys. You don't have to be like, you don't have to be exact at all, okay? You can go and buy fabric scissors, you guys, from like Walmart, doesn't matter. Just something that'll cut. I do have a pair from Walmart and they're actually not so bad, okay? This one's got one that's like just a little bit smaller. So I will do that one like right here. Okay, and then there's one that's like up here-ish. This one's fairly long. And here, I'll come this way. This one's fairly long, right? And not overly big. So all you need to do for that one is like literally just, I don't know, something like that, okay? So, washer, I'll be back. All right, you guys, see if we can destroy something. I don't know if you could tell, this camera's gonna be a little bit silly, but I put a little board down here on my counter because they said to put something on your counter so that you don't stain it. And I was like, oh yeah, I have a white countertop. Wouldn't that be something? And my countertop is purple. My husband would be super impressed. So here we go, you guys. This is like about 3 gallons of water, okay? They say to use, here I'll go like this so you can see me better. They say to use like extremely hot water, like 140 degrees Fahrenheit or hotter, and I'm not going to use that hot, you guys, because we know that that toasts the Lycra in our denim, okay? This is as hot as my tap water goes. My tap water is pretty hot, but I figured we're probably okay because as we're stirring this and moving the jeans around and whatever, we're putting cold jeans in, okay? And it's gonna bring the temperature down so fast that I'm not too worried about it, okay? So we take the water. It says we have to use a whole cup worth of salt, okay? So there's our cup of salt. It also says you need to use gloves, but I'm feeling confident that I'm not gonna spill this all over myself, okay? I might, and then I'm just gonna have purple hands, I guess. They're like, oh, to protect your hands from the water. It's like, man, I don't know. If you guys are like me, this little bit of warmth is not gonna faze me, okay? I got tough old farm hands or something, okay? You're supposed to put a teaspoon of dish soap in here, because I guess that's what helps keep the dye consistent throughout the mixture here so you don't get spotty spots on it, okay? Was there anything else, you guys? I'm just gonna read this really fast again to make sure I'm not. Yeah, it says the salt enhances the color of the dye, and dish detergent, here we go, mix it well, and then we're gonna put this dye in here. Maybe I'll shake this really good first, probably a good idea. Okay, now you guys, oh yeah, low. I have to stir this for 30 minutes or more. So, you guys can't tell, I have a TV that I turned on right there. So I'm gonna watch a little TV while I stir this for 30 minutes. So it says I should use about half for one pair of jeans. Skosh. I'm okay with it being a little bit darker. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna cheat even a little bit more because I'm not sure that I'll ever use this purple on anything else. Let's be realistic, okay? So I'll give this a stir. Look at the color, really consistent in here. And then it says you can dip a paper towel in and it's gonna show you the color that this is actually gonna be, okay? So, it's pretty purple, you guys. These things are gonna be awesome. Can't wait. Forgot to grab this before I started. So that's kind of sorta what I'm gonna get. If you want it to be darker, then you just put more dye in. If you want it to be lighter, well, then you put too much dye in to start with. Okay, so if you want to dabble, start with a little bit and check it, but I don't know, I'm good with that, okay? And so my jeans are wet. I just took them out of the washing machine. You can see like things are starting to fray a little bit, like nothing crazy, but I'm gonna start fraying it, okay? And then as soon as I put these in here, you gotta make sure they're kind of loose-ish. You just stick them in here and you stir. And I'm gonna have to stir, you guys, for 30 minutes. So I'll see you in a while. All right, you guys, this is like 35 minutes. So we'll see. It says here that a poly cotton blend, which these jeans are, you should do for at least 30 minutes. So we'll see. But I must say, as soon as I put them in, I could tell right away, I was like, oh, it's sucking up purple. So I'm just gonna kind of wring these as best as I can. This is the part that's gonna put dye on my counter, you guys. Okay. And so, oh, I didn't put the stuff in that bucket. How funny. Here I am screwing it up already, you guys. I think I can balance this on the edge. I have another bucket right beside me here, okay? And I need to put, I'll dump it back in there, who cares? I need to put this, it's so funny, you guys. I put the water in here, and I was like, oh yeah, you know, I need to put the color stay in it. So you gotta shake this one really good, so. There we go. And again, it says to use like about half. Well, 4 ounces. And I'm like, 4 ounces? How much is that? But it's an 8-ounce bottle, so this totally is not going to open. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we'll go half. Again. Where am I up to? About there. Yeah. Okay, so we do half. We'll stir it really good. I don't think there's any purple in my white shirt yet, you guys. Let me see. Okay. So there we go. Do that. We'll bring this out again. Okay. I'll try to not get purple dye all over the place. It's probably one of the worst colors. So this dye, you guys, I just got it from Michael's. That's where it comes from. There's got to be 25 colors at least there. There's even a couple different purples. There's tons of blues, yellows, greens. Like, you can do anything you want, you guys. Okay. So now you stick it in this bath here. Actually, just kind of pull it apart a little bit from wringing it out, so that stuff gets in everywhere. Okay. And then it says you got to soak this one for about 20 minutes, but you don't have to stir this one like constantly with the other one that you did. You can kind of just stick it in here and then come back and stir it every couple minutes kind of thing. So I'm just gonna make sure all the air is out of it and they're pretty much submerged. Okay. And then we'll see what happens. So in about 20 minutes, you take it out, you just rinse them until the water runs clear, and you should have some pretty cool jeans. I hope this works out. All right, you guys, it's been about 20 minutes. I didn't time it this time, but I'm sure I'm pretty close. I went and did a few other things, checked on my kids. My son fell asleep on my bed. Whoops. I hope he doesn't fall off. So now it's splattering all over my kitchen. And again, I'm gonna kind of like just give this a rinse. This I just filled with pool water, okay? Just regular tap, whatever. I'm gonna put it in that one first. Just let everything cool down because I can tell there's still a little bit of warmth in these jeans and in this water. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick it in here. I'm gonna let it sit a little bit. I'm going to then give it a really good rinse, okay? I don't know if you guys can, you probably can't tell, it just looks dark, hey? This is gonna be pretty cool. I can tell already, okay? And it looks like the dye is staying really good because the water is like quite clear, actually, okay? So I'm gonna rinse it a little bit. I'm going to distress them. I'm gonna finish doing the distressing and then I'm gonna wash them, okay? Wash them and then I'm going to air dry them in my dryer. Like all of my denim, you guys, I do put in the dryer, but I put it on like, delicate in my dryer is like 1 above air only, or you could do air only, just if you kind of like them to be a little bit softer, a little fluffier kind of, instead of when you let things hang dry, okay? So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll come back and I'll show you guys the finished results, okay? If you want to see how to do all of that distressing, just hop over to my other video, okay, and check out all the distressing. I won't redo all that in another video because this is gonna be plenty long as it is, okay? And I'll be back. We'll see what I got. So here you go, guys. Finished product, okay? Aren't they cute? The color is so good. See if I can get nice and close. Not stick my butt in your face, right? But like the color is so good, you guys. The distressing is so awesome with the black. And I am absolutely loving these, okay? I'm gonna get so much wear out of them. I'm pretty freaking excited. Okay, so where did I leave the last video? Because obviously this is the next day now, okay? So I sat up last night just watching TV after my kids went to bed, and that's when I did all of the distressing. I've washed them and dried them since. No heat dry, okay, you guys? And there they are. So go check out my albums, you guys. This would be so fun to do with, okay, the charcoal acid, obviously. But I was thinking more about it, and any of the light washes, okay, like the dark washes, obviously it's not going to really do much for you, but any of the lighter ones. So even if you wanted to start with like the light ankle distressed pairs, then you'll have the same length as me. You'll have the distressing, okay? It's not going to be black distressing. It's going to pick up whatever color dye you choose. So the stuff I used from Michaels, I think it's the RIT line, they must have had like 25 colors there, you guys. So you could even make like the light blue denim into a different kind of blue. And I think all that white distressing will really soak up the color. So it'll look super cool. Greens, reds, yellows, like everything is available there, okay? I've even seen online, a few people in the US, retailers in the US took their white and they dipped them. So you just have like a dip line on the bottom of another color of your whites. Somebody even put them into like 3 rainbow colors, like blocked them, which was so cool. So don't be scared of this dye, you guys. I have never used fabric dye before in my life. My very first time using dye, and I did it, you guys. They have video tutorials as well on their website. So you just watch it, you do what they do, and boom, you get awesome colored pants, okay? So let me know if you have questions, comments. Otherwise, make a pair for yourself.